So hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy pt2, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Trading Hub SMC 3.0's high probability setup part 2. So in part 1 I discussed about high probability setup where you don't have to wait for price to take out inducement, and that's a very high probability trade, and it played out last week and this week too. And also in the video I made about entry models just yesterday, we found an entry. I sent it live on my trading group, and this morning we smacked TP. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about other higher probability setups that you as a Trading Hub SMC 3.0's trader you can profit off of. So before we go into that, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. The part 1 that played out and the entry model that played out just today, and we smacked it, guys. So let's head into the video. So as you can see over here, we had price. This was about last week or thereabouts, where price gave us a break of structure, and this other block was inside this break of structure move. And I told you in the other video that this is a high probability setup, and price came here without having to. Okay, price took out an inducement here, tapped into this guy and moved to the upside, all the way to the upside. Price kept on giving us moves like this, took out an inducement, gave us a break of structure. No matter how small it is, it's a valid break of structure. You may think that this is silly, but you have backtested it and sent signals live and profited off of it live. If you doubt me, check out my Telegram where we are up about 120% for the month. 77% of the signals came from me and profited off 77% using Trading Hub SMC 3.0, and my trading bro Israel, who trades support and resistance, the normal price action that all of us know, I profited about 40% or thereabout, making us up in total of 120%. So over here in the video, you can see that price gave us this inducement. When this structure happened here, this is where our inducement is. This was our inducement, but because this other block is inside the structure, we did not have to wait for it to take out this inducement. We could have just easily bought from here, wait for lower time frame confirmation. I sent this out on people that are under me training and learning SMC 3.0. I sent this setup here, and those that have been with me were able to see this setup happen here. Then over to this side, where in the video I talked about entry models, the link should appear somewhere around here or around here. So in the video I talked about entry models. This is scenario 1 that happened here, and you could have easily profited off of this move here and banked 5 hours easy, trade reach our TP. So the protocol I use is full TP 5 hours, but I realized that there's another profitable way to do this, whereby although your returns may be lower, but your equity curve will be smoother, whereby after 3 hours you close 50%, and after 5 hours you close the whole position, leaving you a total of 4 hours. That is 4% in one trade. But I was risking 2% per trade, because so far for the first 9 months of the year, I'm sending out free signals and I've profited over 77% profit. And I've decided to up my risk, double up my risk 2%. So risking 2% per trade, and over here this one trade we have made 8%. So yes, now that's that for that. So now let's go into the main topic of today, high probability setup part 2. So in this part 2 we are going to be covering what I personally call CTT. So that is when your order block fails. So if you watch the first video, the part 1, where I talked about the high probability setup, where you don't need to wait for inducement to be taken out, whereby you can just enter directly on the nearest order block when all the criteria have been met. So yes, in today's video I'm going to be covering something else, which is your CTT, your failed order block inducement. So let's say we have price do something like this, where price takes out that structure, takes out inducement, and I'm expecting price to move to the upside or to fail this inducement, tap into another block and move to the upside. This is what it always wait for. Is that you wait for price to tap into your other block or price to tap into your inducement, and this is your inducement here. So this is what we always usually wait for, structure like this to happen. So now let's say in an instance where we have price taking out this inducement, and now after this break of structure that we have here, well, let me just mark this. This is a break of structure there. This is the inducement taken out here. So now we are expecting price to come and take out this low, which is called an inducement, and probably tap into another block or other flow that is laying around somewhere, let's say around here. This is typically the setup that you look out for. And in cases where this other block now fails, you'll be like, what am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to just wait until break of structure or wait for inducement when your other block fails? So there are two things you can consider once your other block fails and there is no other block, or even though there is another block, you can still use this, or other flow, you can still use this. So once the other block fails, you must first check if it failed with a sweep or it failed with a candle closer. So if the other block failed with a candle sweep, you can buy all the way to this nearest pullback here, and this nearest pullback is your inducement, but I usually call it CTT. That is counter trend trade. It's because the overall trend here is bullish, but now you're looking for sales. Why? Because this other block failed. So if this other block fails with a sweep, you can buy all the way to this high here, and you can sell to your nearest other block. If there's no other block or there's no other flow, you can sell all the way to change of character. So that's the first instance. So after that first instance, that is for the candle sweep. The second instance is if it failed with a candle closer. If it closed, if this other block was failed and the candle closed, you are not going to be looking for buys all the way to this upside. You will not do that. Instead, you would wait, sit on your hands and be patient. Wait for price to come to your CTT, that is your inducement, that is the first pullback after your other block has failed, and you can now sell all the way to the nearest other block or other flow here, or to your change of character if there's no other block or other flow. So I hope that's not confusing. So that's literally just it for the part 2. That's literally it. So you can either apply scenario 1 once price reaches this CTT, you can apply scenario 1, scenario 2, or scenario 3. Then if this other block failed with a sweep, you can apply scenario 1, scenario 2, or scenario 3 all the way to your CTT, and this trade here is high probability. So that's it for this video. Not something that is so complex. So in the part 3, I'm going to be talking about what to do when you're inside a zone and that zone fails. And when that zone fails, when do you start buying, or when do you start looking for opposing entries, even when price is still inside that zone? And in that particular type of scenario, I've sent a lot of signals on that, and it's high probability too. So I'm also going to be sharing it. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, so that you not miss out on any important video I drop. And I would love to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.